Patty cake sweet tooth's only getting sweeter. Now she's got a bun in the oven. No. I've told you 100 times. We don't need any more gold pans. I can't sell this last one as it is. Crosstown has seen a prospector since the big rush of '49. After all the miners left, there was talk of changing the town's name from Crosstown to Dead End. Matter of fact, we ought to nail this last one up on the wall as a relic of times gone by. Well then, add a bucket of nails to the order. But no gold pans. This is a general store, not an antique boutique.
Trilby, what do you continue with this foolishness? Hello, Espy. How's the lady Janice?
Hi, Espy. Because when Tom gets back from La Salina with our 100 head of cattle, we're gonna need a way to water them.
But there's no waterway digging. The divining rod says so. In fact, there's something mighty strange about that spot. You saw what happened. My best divining rod split right in two.
Selma Simpson, if I believed all that nonsense you spout.
What's in your hand?
A broken shovel.
No, this hand. Oh my, this is not good. Trilby, you must beware of a stranger about to end your life. You have trouble coming.
Sister, it sounds like you have trouble coming. Sister, look!
Hi, Trilby, Selma, Sadie. What's all this noise about?
My Sunday go-to meeting dress, ruined.
Sister, what on earth happened?
Well, I saw I put the wash kettle on, soaking my clothes in, and when I went to take them out,
That wasn't wash water. That was a new batch of Hard Rock rum.
You mean that stuff they serve down at the saloon?
If it does that to a piece of cloth, what's it doing to a person's insides?
sister, I do wish when we take care of the brewing and stick triennial tea leaves instead. And Sue, we're going to need some materials for a new dress.
We'll get it ordered.
Come on, sister. We better say what we can say.
There won't be anything but rags.
She doesn't mean the clothes, she means the rum.
This could have an interesting flavor. We'll call it 10 million.
And sell it as a French import for twice the price.
So, how's the digging?
Not so good. I need a new shovel.
That's the... How many is that, Espy? That's the third one you've broken this month.
It's all those blasted rocks. You see this? Too bad there ain't no gold in it. Well, I'd better get back to work. Do you have another shovel handy?
This is the last one in stock. Espy, add shovels to the order. Well, better make that 2 shovels.
No, that won't be necessary. I'm going to strike pay dirt today. I can feel it in my bones. Thank you, Lady Sue. Espy.
Now she's beginning to sound like Selma. She better hope she hits water instead. Add that shovel to a bill. I'll throw this up with the rest of the kindling.
So, this is Cross Town. Looks more like Ghost Town than Gold Town, but my brother says there's a bonanza here just waiting for someone to claim it. It's regrettable that a cowboy caught him with an ace up his sleeve. His arm will mend, though, and his bad luck is my good fortune. Now, what did these directions say? 50 paces south from the general store. This must be the place. Turn west at the large pine. Head 300 yards to the creek. Follow the north fork downstream. From the east branch 1/2 mile. Turn north 500 feet.
And you'll be in the middle of Trilby Sterling's cow pasture.
I beg your pardon.
If you follow those directions, you'll end up in the middle of Trilby Sterling's cow pasture. Right, Espy?
Oh, how do you do? I didn't notice you there. Was the quiet girl there the whole time? I hope she didn't hear too much.
Of course, you could just take the path down by the Simpson Saloon and get there a lot quicker. And you wouldn't have to wait the water for the bushwhack and the tools. That is, if you really want to go to a cow pasture.
Is there anything special about this cow pasture?
No, except there ain't no cows in it yet. And it ain't fit for growing anything except cowweed. And rocks like this. Should have forgotten it. Why do you want to know?
Rocks like this. That little cheat, he didn't want me to find that mine. Oh, my name is Humboldt Bilgewater Fogarty, and I'm with the government. I'm here to check out the land in this area.
Is there something wrong?
I'm sure I'll find something, if there's something wrong, that is, and there will be. Shall I see the person who owns this pasture?
That would be Trilby Sterling. She should be there now. Just follow the path.
Can I take this rock back to her?
Oh, I suppose she wouldn't want it. There's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, really? I'll just take it anyway. Good afternoon.
Tom, what are you doing back already?
Well, my name's not Tom.
Sure it is. Tom Dickinson Harris. That's you.
My name's not Harris, it's Stranger.
You're not a stranger. Everybody knows who you are.
I am a stranger. That's my name. TVH Stranger.
Are you sure?
I ought to know.
You sure look like Tom. You say your name is Stranger?
Yep.
You are the second stranger that's been here today. Only the other man wasn't a stranger. He was a Fogarty. But he was a stranger. If you know what I mean.
It worries me that I do. Where did this other stranger, this Fogarty, go?
To Trilby's cow pasture.
Aha!
Of course, you being a stranger and all, you wouldn't know where that is. Would you?
No, where's that?
Down the path by the Simpson Saloon.
Did he say why he was going to Trilby's cow pasture?
To talk to Trilby.
About what?
He didn't say. You're kind of nosy, just like that other fellow. What's going on?
That's what I'd like to know.
Oh, here comes Trilby now. You can ask her what the other man wanted.
I have to check on something first.
Hey, Sue, do you know anything about a problem of my property?
I never heard such a thing.
Well, that's what Mr. Fogarty was saying.
Really? You already spoke to them? I knew that shortcut was going to be quick, but that was quite fast. Where is Mr. Fogarty anyway?
He's in my cow pasture. He said he had to run some tests, whatever that means. I can't go back to my pasture until he says.
Trilby, why is Tom sneaking around the buildings like he doesn't want anybody to see him?
Tom's here.
No, that ain't Tom.
It sure looks like Tom.
Well, it ain't. I talked to him. He said his name is Stranger.
A stranger wants about Trilby.
Well, the only stranger I know about is Mr. Fogarty.
A second stranger. He isn't in your palm.
No. He's in my cow pasture.
Who's Mr. Fogarty?
He's with the government. He says my land is no good.
I've told you that. I saw it in the stars.
Yeah, okay. Well, he saw it in my cow pasture. He's taken samples of rocks and soil and cow weed to run some tests.
The rock. Sister, tell about the rock.
Sister and I were stirring our batch of soap the other day, and we discovered some very curious at the bottom of our soap kettle.
I'm afraid to ask.
We found one of your rocks.
My rocks?
From the well you digging in the cow pasture.
Well, how did that get into your soap kettle?
Isn't that the rock you brought up this morning? I gave it to that Fogarty fellow and returned to you.
Then he must have put it in our soap kettle. But why? I don't know. But look how the lap hasn't changed at all.
It's a sign, Trilby. A sign.
A sign of what?
Well, I don't know. I have to see what the cards say.
I think I ought to find this Mr. Fogarty fella and figure out what's going on around here.
I'll go with you. Esme, mine's still.
Holler if you need me. But Sister and I need to get a batch of custard cooked up.
Just don't put anything extra in it. Like clothes or rocks.
We never do. Well, at least not on purpose.
I hope I can get this straightened out before Tom returns.
Yeah, because where you gonna put 100 cows otherwise?
Good, everyone's gone. It's me, I'm Tom. Blast that me, Sue. It's hard to find out what's going on when you gotta keep sneaking around. I have a feeling there's more in that cow pasture than Trilby or anyone else realizes. Except for that Fogarty fella. He knows what it is, and I've got a suspicion about it myself. I just need to do one little test and I'll know for sure. Now, where would a good storekeeper keep a bottle of nitric acid? I'll just put this bottle in its place so Annie Sue won't notice anything and start asking more questions. You won't say anything, will ya?
Good. Everybody's gone. My dear Miss Trilby Sterling, if I can just keep her from finding out what's going on until I'm done sneaking around. For once, my brother knew what he was talking about, and no one else has any suspicion. I just have to do one little test and I'll know for sure. Now, where would a silly storekeeper keep a bottle of nitric acid? I'll just put this bottle in its place so she won't notice. You won't say anything, will you? Mwah ha 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 ha! Mwah ha 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 ha! Mwah ha ha ha!
Oh, where did Bud go? I have to talk to Trilby. On the way home, I saw that stranger that looks like Tom fishing another rock out of our soap kettle. I told Trilby to beware of stranger. There's something mighty strange about that one.
There you are, sister. Did you get the honey for the coster?
Not yet. I have to talk to Trilby.
She and Sue when I look for Mr. Fogarty.
Maybe I'll see her on the way to the house.
Please be careful, sister. The last time she found me, she looked like a pink cushion. Esme? Oh, there you are, Esme. We need some more glisten for the coster. Just put it in her account and get settled. We get about it. Oh, there isn't any more on the shelf? Well, is there more in the storeroom? Thanks, Esme.
Good. I knew it was silver. It's the richest silver vein since Comstock or mattress. At least $5,000 in a ton of silver. And gold besides. Now all I have to do is convince Miss Trilby Sterling to sign the deed to that pasture over to me and I'll be rich.
You can! You crook! How dare you take that poor girl for rightful property?
Where do you come from?
From Annie's storeroom?
And you're going right back there. I don't have time to deal with you here. You can stay there until I can figure out how to get you out of the way. Permanently. Ow! I hate when they do this.
Help! Help!
I don't know where he could be.
I hope this long time doing those tests doesn't mean bad news.
I'm afraid it isn't good. Miss Sterling, I must have your word of honor that you will not try to sell your cow pasture.
But I don't want to sell my cow pasture.
I know, and that's good because I really couldn't let you do that.
Do what?
Sell your cow pasture.
But I'm not.
I know, and that's good because you would have to be arrested.
Arrested for what?
Selling your cow pasture.
But I'm not.
I know, and that's good because the judge would have to find you guilty.
Guilty of what?
Selling your cow pasture.
But I'm not.
I know, and that's...
I know. That's good. Why would I go to jail if I sold my cow pasture?
Oh, well didn't I tell you? Nothing, that land is no good for farming because nothing will grow there but cowweed. Well, let me tell you about that cowweed. It's deadly. Oh, not to people, not right away. But there's a mineral in the ground in that pasture that makes that cowweed poisonous to cows. Cow nibbles on it and then you get the picture. If you tried to sell your pasture to some poor old trusting soul, why, you'd have to hurtful herd of heifers and you'd have a lot of explaining to do.
But Tom and I were going to raise cattle on that land.
Oh no, even if cattle were to survive, you wouldn't. You dress a steer, cut up some steaks, fry them with onion, make pan gravy, potatoes, stewed tomatoes, beans, unexcited cornbread, wild plum jelly, and vinegar pie for dessert, and wash it all down with lots of hot coffee. 2 hours later, somebody would be dressing you for your funeral.
If I ate all that, it would be the death of me.
If you ate all that, you'd be too fat to fit in any dress. We'd have to bury you in a barrel.
Anyway, you can't raise cattle there. You can't even raise a barn there. The government's taken over that land, and I'm with the government.
What am I going to do? Auntie Sue, what should I do?
The way I see it, you have 2 choices. You can give me the deed to your pasture now, or I will come back with the court order and take it from you. Because the government won't lose.
Just give me a minute to think about this.
I'll give you 15 minutes.
If only Tom were here. I'm going to walk down to the pasture. Well, perhaps one last thing.
It don't seem right to just take away a person's land without giving them something.
I'm not so hard-hearted as that. I have this $10 gold piece here. I'll buy Miss Sterling's land for that, just to show what a good guy I am. Of course, I'll be rolling in gold pieces once I get my hands on that land.
Where's Sadie?
I haven't seen her.
She came down to get more glycerin. She must have tied up. I'll get it.
It's on the bottom shelf.
It's not there.
There's more in the storeroom. I'll get it.
No,
I can get it.
no. Annie Sue, go find Miss Sterling. I need her answer right away.
All right.
I better get that glycerin. Some things, if you want them taken care of, you gotta take care of them yourself.
And I'll take care of you. And you, quiet girl. Wait a minute. And you. Hey, stay behind the counter and keep quiet.
Trilby's on her way. I've seen her coming up the path. Where's Selma?
She left.
I didn't see her.
She must have gone a different way.
Did she find the glycerin?
I'm sure she did.
Well, I better check on the supply. I bet the storeroom's getting empty.
Actually, it's getting quite full. Miss Sterling, have you made a decision?
Yes. Here's the deed to the pasture.
Fine. If you will, just sign on the bottom here. You're making the best choice.
If I'm making the best choice, why do I feel the worst I've ever felt?
It isn't easy to give up a dream, but behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. Now, if you will, sign the deed.
I am. I don't know what I'm going to tell Tom. What did you say the name of that mineral was again?
Actually, I didn't. It's very technical. You wouldn't understand.
But Tom would. He knows all about rocks and minerals. He told everybody those little yellow flecks was just fool's gold. But they fooled everybody anyway.
I'll send him the official report later. Miss Sterling, sign the deed.
I am. What was that noise?
I didn't hear anything. Not even a scratching of pen on paper. Miss Sterling, sign the deed.
I am. There it is again. It sounds like somebody tried.
It's nothing.
Oh, it's something all right. We just don't know what yet.
Miss Sterling, sign the deed now.
I am.
Don't do it, Trilby.
Got me now, you crook.
Oh, I should have seen this coming.
How did you get out?
Aspie, remind me to order a new door for the storeroom. We'll have plenty of kindling next winter.
I'll take that.
Give me back my glycerin.
Don't anybody else move or your whole store will be nothing but kindling.
What are you talking about?
What do you get when you mix nitric acid and glycerin?
Nitroglycerin!
Correct. And a very big boom. And if y'all don't give me the D-Deer wrench, I'll blow y'all to bits. Talk about Boomtown, more like Kaboomtown.
What is going on?
I heard him trembling.
Your cow patch is your fortune.
Those rocks you're thinking out are filled with silver.
Silver. Is that true?
Of course, but that wouldn't concern you anymore.
What's that noise?
It's a sign.
Silver! It's a horse!
I sure hope it's Tom.
Whoa! Howdy, folks.
Stay back or it'll be curtains for all of you.
No thanks, I prefer shutters myself. But I will take this.
Tom?
That ain't Tom.
Yes, it is. I ought to know.
No, it's not. He's a stranger.
How can you say that about somebody you've known for years?
He just looks like Tom. Tell her.
I'm Tom.
Let me see.
I hate to break up this touching union, but Tom, do you know what you just drank?
My throat's been awful scratchy lately, eating all that cow dust. You always said glycerin and water helped the sore throat.
Water?
Yeah, that's the bottle of water I switched out for the nitric acid I used to test the rocks Trilby dug out of the well. Silver, just like you said, and lots of it.
Rats.
Why have you been sneaking around here in disguise?
And tell me it was somebody else? I almost believed you.
I heard this fella down in La Salina asking the way across town. I didn't like his looks or his manner much, so I followed him.
But he's with the government.
Shoot, he's with the government just like I'm a stranger out here. Anyway, I didn't think he'd be so careful about his trickery if he didn't know who I was. I would have been here sooner, but I was down at the land agent's office filing a mining claim for us, Trilby.
Curses.
I'll get him. I'll get him.
I got this.
Let's get this fella locked up until the marshal gets here. Annie Sue?
My storeroom is not too secure right now.
We've got it good. Step to the ones at the saloon.
And I don't need a crystal ball to tell you your future, mister. It's bad luck from here on out. In your case, I can accurately predict the government won't lose.
We'll take him along.
Curses. Foiled again.
Tom, is it true? A silver mine?
Our own jackpot in the ground. Annie Sue, we're gonna need a mess of mining equipment.
You just tell me what you want.
What I want right now is to take a stroll down to the pasture for something more precious than any amount of silver. Trilby?
Oh, Tom.
I just love a happy ending.
Me too.
Thank you for coming, everybody.